Welcome everyone to another episode of Bruvcast. I'm Raj.
I'm Mick.
What was the? Why did you delay?
What do you mean? I didn't delay. I didn't delay, man.
Didn't you hear?
There was no delay, bro. Shut up, man. You know my internet's messed up, innit?
Bro, you know what it sounded like? There was. I just said I'm Raj, and then it was
Any guy. Like no one's home.
Mick.
No one's home, innit? No one's home.
We are having internet problems, man. If you know anyone that can get us a Starlink hookup,
or
from,
internet
Mr. Elon
hookup.
Musk.
Yeah.
Oh, you know that they did that with Starlink has just signed a deal with T-Mobile.
Oh, has it?
To offer a they've done a partnership. So if your signal cuts out with T-Mobile in the US, it defaults to Starlink.
Oh wow! Did they?
Yeah.
Is that what? Did you? So the Super Bowl last week. This might be connected, it might not. But in that stadium in New Orleans, they told every single any person carrying a mobile, to turn off their Wi-Fi and rely on 5G. Yeah,
maybe
solely on 5G.
Thing.
And it apparently, I think they used around 68,000 terabyte or whatever it was. I don't know. I don't know how many fans were in that stadium. Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, it seems like it was.
And it worked.
It worked, man. It worked. It's a Super Bowl at the end of the day, right? It's like a publicity stunt, isn't it? But it worked.
Yeah.
Everyone was using that instead of stadium Wi-Fi.
I think it was part of their campaign. I think they announced it during the Super Bowl. I think they had an advert for that Starlink thing.
Well, you know what? That thing is revolutionary. I don't know if I told you. Nish's mum's neighbor.
Yeah,
he's like a Bob the Builder. Yeah, he can do anything, right? Yeah. And this is part-time hobby, and he goes skiing. So he bought a van, and he's built into a caravan. Like, he's got everything. He's got a shower in there. He's got a bunk bed. He's got a study area for his daughter. This is a van, yeah. When he goes skiing, they take this, yeah. And it's got Starlink in it.
Outside of the. Oh shit!
No, in there, bro, in there. So the bunk beds come
like
yeah. He just built it himself. He's reinforced it. He's got a shower in there. He's got a gas in there. I was like, where'd you get the water for the shower? He goes, look, you have this much water, and then this is what's heating it. It was mad. Is that a shower? And there's a small shower curtain in there, so you can just shower up. I was like, where does the water go? He goes, oh, there's a drain right here. I was like, man, this is mental.
My God, man, that's next
anyway,
level, bro.
He had Starlink in it, and I was blown away. He goes, is it? And I was like, do you remember when we were in when he mentioned he had Starlink, yeah? Because it's the first person I've known that has it, yeah? And do you remember when we were at Mittle's wedding in that marquee, and we were like, bro, we got Wi-Fi. Look, go. I was stunned, didn't it? Yeah.
No, but it was someone's hotspot, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was someone's hotspot. But still, when you get Wi-Fi in
Android AP.
Like, yeah, Android AP, that was the one. That was how I felt when he told me he had Starlink. I was so excited. I felt like I had it.
Did you ask him 101 questions about it?
I wanted to, but we had to get somewhere. My wife was like, let's go, man. And you know what? I feel like whenever I go there, I feel like he sees me parking up, and then he'll go get his toolbox and start working on his car, bro. On the van, innit? He's always out there, bro.
No, because he wants you to catch him and ask questions.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. But you never know. You know what? You just don't know what you learn, innit? From just a simple conversation with someone.
I feel like I truly believe that you can learn something from anyone, man. Whoever it is, you can learn something from them. Whatever age they are as well, bro. You can learn something from a 4-year-old, man. Like how they look at the world, or what they say, or how they, I don't know, view certain things.
I learned something new today, which I had forgotten, or which I'd never learned before from my kid, man. Do you know what antonym is?
Antonym. Isn't that in English, right? It's the opposite of the word.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. Antonym, yeah. I'd totally forgotten about that.
I don't know why I know that.
Yeah.
I think I know that because I had to look something up recently. So it's fresh.
Fresh in the mind, isn't it,
bro? I was going to. Okay, so there is a news story that I wanted to quickly talk about.
I'll go for it.
It's very controversial, apparently.
Yeah,
but I don't know how controversial it really is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's something that raises a few eyebrows for sure. So, have you ever seen India's Got Talent?
Never.
The Indian, no, right? The Indian version of Britain's Got Talent.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a YouTube comedy show that's hosted by a comedian who's called Samay Raina.
Right.
And there was a guest judge on that show, and he posed a question to a contestant. Okay, so that makes it a little bit strange. So he posed his question to a contestant. It's fucking weird, bro. Okay. So the question was, would you rather watch your parents have sex every day for the rest of your life or join in once and stop it forever?
Fucking hell, bro. I don't know what to say to that.
I don't know who this contestant was. I don't know what their background was or anything. I have no idea. Just because it doesn't say here, and I haven't seen the clip itself. But now that clip has gone viral, and there's been an entourage of outrage. It's been discussed in Parliament, and now he has they have FIR in India, like a police. So basically, the police have come after him now. The police come after him, bruv.
That's mental. That is mental. And the thing is, how in places in India, right, and in Asia or wherever, you just don't do something like that. That is it's like 100 times worse, compared to doing it over here. Because over here, you kind of expect that kind of shit.
Yeah, you can. I mean, you watch you watch Mock of the Week or any of these late night comedy shows, satire shows, or anything. You could imagine, someone like Frankie Boyle would come up with that kind of a statement, bro. That kind of a question, and no one will back. He says some raw shit, but he's a comedian, and I don't know, man. I think obviously, if it may have been uncomfortable for the contestant. Imagine you're going on a talent show, bro, and someone just I don't know the context. All I know is what I'm reading here. But there's a contestant that is on India's Got Talent, and now they've been asked this. They've been asked this question. So,
did they have to answer it? Did they have to answer it?
I don't know if they answered it. No, I don't know.
I would be like, nah, man. I'd walk off off the set, bro. There's nothing worse than that.
I don't think there's anything that you can respond to that.
Yeah. Why did you bring this today? Why?
Because I think it's important to discuss I think yes, it's awkward for sure, right? Like someone was asked this question. But I do feel like I'm bringing it up because we have a comedy podcast, and I believe in order for something to be funny, it's going to be, sometimes it's going to be controversial. Sometimes you're going to be going against the grain. Sometimes you're going to go against what public opinion is, or you're going to talk about something that no one wants to talk about, or bring things to light that everyone just accepts, but no one questions. So I think comedians, in my opinion, comedians have an opportunity or I wouldn't say a free pass, but they talk about things and bring things to light so that others can discuss them, and then they become part of the public discourse. I don't know. I mean, this is not it's just a very stupid slapstick kind of question here. I don't think he's trying to do anything clever here. It's just. But does it warrant the police to come after him?
Mate,
I don't know.
If he's looking for attention, he's got it. If that was his sole purpose,
yeah. But he's not going to be able to go on shows in India now. I don't think he's going to be able to get away with that. But a lot of comedians outside of India, like Indian comedians or comedians of like South Asian descent have come out in support of this guy, and you know, have said that they stand by him because it's all done in, you know, the perspective of comedy.
To be fair, I think maybe because this sex is such a taboo, you know, when we're in India, right? It still is, and then it's like, you know, him bringing that into is this mainstream television out there? Or is this
it's on YouTube, bro. It was on YouTube.
Oh,
so I don't know if it was it's some fucking weird shit though, because it's like some kind of incest. Like, would you rather I'm going to say it again, would you rather watch your parents have sex every day for the rest of your life, or join in once and stop it forever? It's a joke. Obviously, it's clearly a joke, but I don't know. Some people take offense to it, brother. People could have been taking offense to our stuff. Like, there's sometimes we've said things on our episodes. We're like, oh, I don't know.
But let me ask you a question.
You
were never gonna say that, were you? If I had suggested, I was never gonna ask the audience this. Yeah, you'd be like, "What the fuck are you talking about, man?"
No. I think we have
like self-sabotage, isn't it? At the end of the day.
Yeah, we have our boundaries, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
We have our boundaries, but I wanted to bring it up because I think it's worth discussing, man. I'm curious to hear what the audience have to say about it. If they think that it was, you know, totally shouldn't be doing that kind of thing, and he deserves the police to come after him, or anything else. Like, I do think it was an inappropriate joke to say on that kind of a show.
You know what?
But if it was like doing a stand-up special or something, and he's like doing it on his own terms, then I think, all right, fair enough. You want to do that, then fair. But you're now bringing somebody else by asking that question to someone. You're making someone feel so awkward. I think that to me is a little bit like not ideal. But
well, you know what? You got to think about it, all right? It's okay when you're asking it on certain TV shows, but not Britain's Got Talent when you got kids on there, right? Or kids that watch this. Parents are like, "Oh, Joe, you have to watch this program. There's kids your age doing so many.
Yeah,
they're so talented." Kind of shit. And then this shit comes up. Yeah. If there was Ofcom, if India have certain things like regulators,
I think they definitely do have an equivalent of Ofcom, bro. Yeah,
that, you know, that shit is not going to make it far. It's not going to continue. You know,
no.
And also, wait, didn't anyone vet the act, or was this not an act?
No, he's
he
was a guest judge.
He was a guest judge. There you go then. Fair enough.
He's a guest judge, but it was a YouTube comedy show. So I think because it's a YouTube comedy show, it doesn't go through the regulation like Ofcom stuff. Gotcha. Because it's an open platform. YouTube, you can basically anyone can put whatever they want on there. But yeah, no, it wasn't. It was hosted by Samay Raina, and the judge Ranveer Allahbadia posed the question.
Mate, anyway. Samir Raina probably wanted to hit the ground to swallow him up.
I mean, they're definitely having, they're going through it right now, man. They're going through it right now, bruv. Anyway, that's the news of the week, bruv. Do you have any struggles to share this week? Or do you have any news stories or anything you want to get into?
We didn't talk about... So the Super Bowl happened, not yesterday, but the week before, right?
Oh, we didn't talk about it, did we? Did we not talk about it?
We didn't, because we recorded our last episode on the Sunday before the Super Bowl happened. On the day it was in the morning, right?
Yeah.
But man, when things go viral, bro, they go viral, innit? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I'm talking Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
Celine,
like us.
Serena Williams.
Yeah. Look, just a step. Just every reel I watched this last 7 days, it's the same thing, yeah, but someone else doing
it. Crip walk.
It's either crip walk or it's when Kendrick, teases the, the grin.
Yeah,
he teases,
yeah.
not like us, right? And then he's back, and then it drops, and he starts doing the walk, the K walk, the K dot, yeah.
Bro, Drake got done, bro.
I mean, he should pack it in, bro, and just, that's it. I've never seen a diss song go get a Grammy for someone, bro. That is the ultimate piss take. I dissed you and I won a Grammy. 5.
Did he won a Grammy for that?
I think he's been nominated, or my facts are, but I don't know, man. But he's Let's go on. Do your thing.
Kendrick Lamar win a Grammy for Not Like Us. It was nominated. It was nominated. Oh wait, on February 3rd.
Winner.
No, it won.
Yeah, man.
The song
it won.
swept all 5 categories. Oh yeah,
see?
Yeah, you're right, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, 5. Mental, innit?
Oh, bro. Yeah. That's crazy.
I don't know, man. It was because a lot of people said that halftime show was whack compared to the previous ones. But I watch him every year. I was like, it's all right, it wasn't too bad. But it was it felt like he used the most watched show on Earth, sporting event on Earth, to diss someone, bro. He just with the guy's ex-girlfriend. Ex-girlfriend, exactly. But also there was 2 messages in it in Serena doing the crip walk, because she did it at Wimbledon during the Olympics.
Yes,
yeah? Imagine that, yeah. Look at your audience and you're crip walking, right? Because you won gold, right? But actually, who cares, isn't it, man? It is what it is, man. Exactly. But apparently, the England club turned their noses up to it, and obviously, right, when she did it, so she just did it again.
I didn't even want what's his face to wear trainers. He was wearing Air Force Ones.
Oh, who was it? Nick.
What's that guy's name?
Kyrgios.
Yeah, Kyrgios or whatever his name is.
Yeah, I know.
Kyrgios. I don't know.
Kyrgios or whatever his name. Yeah. He's a bit controversial though, but as in Nick,
he didn't care, bro. He was like, I'm going to wear my Air Force Ones. I don't care what you guys.
You can't express yourself because there's tradition to uphold. It's like being in Harvard again, isn't it? Being at Harvard, bro.
I think Oxford used to be like that as well.
Yeah.
Dress code.
But
yeah, I saw a meme of Serena Williams crip walking on Drake's grave. Oh, that's so raw, man. So raw.
That is. Oh, man. What would you do if you were Drake? What do you do?
I would do what he did, man.
What did you do?
So
sue.
There's a video clip of him.
Yeah.
No. Oh, he is suing. He is suing.
Yeah,
I wouldn't sue him. But there's a video clip of him, like his first public performance since, because he has had one. And he's walking with he's got bullet holes in his top, and there's smoke coming out of it.
Yeah.
And he's just walking with that. So
what does that say to you? What's the narrative?
I don't know. I mean, my interpretation is that I've been shot, but I'm still about.
Yeah, fair play, innit? Fair play. The show goes on.
He's got to do something.
Yeah,
he can't just be unresponsive.
The thing is, you're going toe to toe with a hardcore lyricist, bruv. And I just don't think Drake is that.
No, Drake is not. He's not. Lyrically, he's not going to be on Kendrick Lamar's level, bruv.
And that's the thing, right? But it was just, there's always controversy around the halftime show. I don't know. Do you remember a few years back when Dre, Snoop, and they all got the 50, Eminem? I just think I actually personally believe it's better than any concert you'd ever go to. Doesn't matter who's performing, yeah? It is that good. But anyway,
I do think that the I think there was mixed reviews on it. I thought it was pretty good, man. And Kendrick Lamar loves to do like symbolism and stuff. So there was there's a bunch of symbolism in his in his video, in his performance, which was referring to different things. But apparently there was someone that was waving a Palestinian flag that wasn't part of the performance, but then they got swiftly taken out.
Yeah,
fucking crazy.
He was going left to right with that flag. And then
I didn't see it.
Yeah. And then there was security obviously trying to hone in, and then they grabbed him. But yeah, man, it was a spectacle for sure. Struggles.
Have you want to go first?
Yeah, go on. Mine won't be long, but
all right.
When you go to the petrol station, bro, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever, let's say you're in a rush. Whenever you're in a rush, yeah, there's always someone taking their time in front of you.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me does this bug you when someone does this?
Yeah. And you know what?
You're gone.
Actually, I'll talk about my tactics in a minute. Just get into how frustrated you are about it.
So there's two things. At my local petrol station, now they've got 8 pumps. Yeah? 4 of them.
A big petrol station.
Yeah, they've got about 8 pumps, yeah? But 4 of them.
Superb luggage.
Tesco Extra, innit, bro? What do you
Tesco Extra. Utomanigyo.
But the 4 of them let you pay inside the kiosk. Yeah?
Okay.
Every single other pump is you have to pay at the pump basically, right?
Yeah.
And I never carry my wallet with me anymore. And they don't do Apple Pay at the pump, right? So I have to go in. So I'm already down, and then you're already further down. Technically, out of those 4, I can only go to 2 pumps technically because I never carry my wallet and I never do pay at pump. I always go inside. So when I get there, there's a guy there, and I've now pulled up in the pump behind him, but I have to use the pump he's using to be able to pay inside, right? He's got his brake lights on, so everything indicates to me that he's about to leave. Yeah. And
he's in the car.
He's in the car. The brake lights are on. So that means he's either just pulled up and he's about to fill up, or he's about to drive off. Yeah. He gets out. Then he gets out, and he then starts to put on the gloves. Man puts on the gloves. Yeah.
Fuck's sake, bro. I don't understand the gloves thing.
Yeah. He gets these wet wipes from his car, and he starts to. He opens up.
I've seen that guy. That kind of vibe.
And then he's like just cleaning out the his little, the tank where the petrol tank basically, the surroundings of it, and then he takes his gloves off, then he puts another set of gloves on, and then he starts filling up, right?
Are you taking the piss, bro?
Yeah, bro. And then he obviously has finished filling up, and then when he fills up, he lifts up the goddamn hose, He's like a middle-aged man, Anyway, then he puts it back, takes the gloves off, He's obviously, before taking the gloves off, he again cleans the nozzle, or not the nozzle, but the opening of his petrol tank, and then screws the cap back on, and then he goes inside to pay, And when he's inside, I can see him, bro, and he's literally looking at the oil, and he's like then talking to the clerk, And I'm like, oh, man. And then he pays, finally. Then he comes back, bro. Then he basically opened his bonnet up, because he'd bought some windscreen wash, basically. Bro, why can he not pull up in the side bay where there's a parking?
That's a piss take. That's a piss take, bro.
And then when he opened his bonnet up, and he was... I actually got out of the car, and I was like, excuse me, is everything okay? You broken down? He goes, oh, no. I'm just filling up my windscreen wash, liquid, basically, And I was like, God. And I said, fair play. Do you mind, like, there's a bit of a queue forming behind, I was like, do you mind? And I'm waiting for this pump. He goes, I am aware, but I am. He goes, I'm aware, bruv. Yeah, I am aware, bruv. Yeah. And then I was like, no. I was like, look, can you please just move, so everyone else can start filling up, because there's someone behind me who wants to use the pump that I'm in, and I want to use the pump that you're in. He goes, sure, okay, yes, okay, yes, bruv. It's like he's oblivious. Like he's just like in a different, like, realm, bruv. Yeah, and he's the only person in that goddamn realm. Him and his car. And then he pulls up, yeah. And when he was pulling out to pull it, he doesn't even look, bruv. He almost hit someone, and then he finally got into the bit where where there's water and the air, the tire air, right?
Yeah.
Pressure gauge. And then someone else wanted to use that, so then he had to move somewhere else. Like he was practically out of the bloody petrol station. But it's just, I feel like these people follow you. Everyone probably feels like these people follow you around, man. They're at the supermarket. They're everywhere, bruv. It was, and do you know what? You'd be like, okay, if he was an elderly person, yeah, but he just was not elderly. Yeah, man. I feel like he was doing this.
Was he Indian?
No. He's white man.
No. Okay.
Yeah. But if he was Indian, bruv, I'd be like, Ramesh, why are you doing this, man?
Tu kya mandir majat?
Well, they should not be out. They should be out at 9 o'clock, doing this stuff when it's quiet.
The most annoying thing about that story is when he said to you, "I'm aware," bruv, that will make my blood boil.
Yeah, exactly.
That would annoy me more than the whole thing, because at that point, that he knows what he's doing, and he is still not considerate. He knows it, bro. It's a fucking petrol station. Surely there's enough space for him to move over and top up his windscreen wash.
Exactly, 100%.
Okay, what car was it, bro? What was the make?
It's a Nissan. It's a Nissan.
That's unexpected.
Yeah, it was unexpected. I know.
I'd imagine a prestige car would have that kind of self of entitlement, man.
Yeah, I know.
Nissan would be one of our lot, bro.
Yeah, I know. He's confused.
Is it a Skyline? Maybe it was.
Nah, man. Nah.
Oh, just okay. Regular.
It was. Oh man, I don't know what it was, bro. I don't even know what it was. I can't remember what it was. I think it was extra or something. It was like a pickup kind of 4x4 kind of thing.
Okay.
But yeah. Man, that got my blood boiling, man. I was not happy because a 5-minute petrol station trip turned into like 20 minutes, bro.
But so you couldn't back up because there was someone behind you, so you couldn't have gone
behind me. One. Yeah. And I was at the end, the end ones where you've only got a little bit of space for people to go around you if they want to exit. Yeah, man. And then when I went inside to pay, even the clerk was like, "Oh man, that guy just wouldn't stop talking, did he? Would he?" Yeah, he was. "Oh, you finally got him to move. We were about to, message on the tannoy, bruv, yeah, and say,
really,
to tell him to move because the petrol station started to get a bit of a queue on that pump, basically, because everyone needs to use that front pump to pay inside, isn't it? Yeah, and he was just, I don't know, man. I have no idea where these people are found, or where they come from. But when he said I'm aware, I just lost. I just lost. I didn't know what to say.
That's the kicker. If he's in his own world or something, it's like, all right, fair enough. But for him to say that, I'll be like, I'm gonna put a fucking banana up your exhaust, bro. Yeah. And I'm not talking about your car exhaust. Eddie Murphy style, bro.
Oh man, banana in the tailpipe.
The tailpipe. You know, when I saw that movie, I was like, "Wow! I wonder if that will break a car if you put that in a banana. If you put a banana in a exhaust pipe for someone's car." Obviously, I never tried it. But,
we did at Apple, if you remember.
Did we? Whose car was that?
Yeah, we don't know. We hit some random's car. Do you remember final year of uni? It was parked outside our flat, and then we just heard a big bang, and then it was the apple crashing against the car behind.
Should we leave this in? Leave it in. We're stupid back in the day, innit?
Yeah. We were very young. We weren't dads, not married, not mature, immature. Everything.
So I'm gonna do this. Karma's a bitch, bro. So I'm gonna find out. Can't fucking put dungri, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, okay, I wanted to ask you a question. When you go to the petrol station, do you use the gloves?
No.
Yeah, okay.
During COVID, I think I did. But no, I don't.
Some people will always use gloves, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, there's a lot
this guy was excessive using two different pairs of gloves. Dude, I feel like he was just trying to wind down. Maybe he didn't want to go home.
Maybe. There's always a reason, isn't it? I mean, don't get me wrong, his car looked in pristine condition for whatever it was, yeah. But as in, come on, man. Like, that same guy will complain, yeah, if something like that happened to him.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah? So, 100%. I think there's, just courtesy in it at the end of the day. Let me ask you a question. Would you, if you knew you just finished filling up petrol, yeah?
Yeah.
And you saw there was a queue and there was someone waiting behind you, would you go pay first and then come out, or would you?
No,
would you ever...
I do the old roll forward, bro.
Yeah,
because
so
I just move forward so that they can. If the petrol stations,
exactly.
Yeah, if there's space, then I'll do it, because I would expect the same. Most people don't do it. Like, you get like the odd person will do it.
Yeah.
But if there's space, I'll always do it, man.
Then you get this.
What have I got to lose?
Yeah, it's true. It's true. There's always this one person as well that they've done everything. Like, they go in, they put their petrol in, they filled up, they go in, they pay, but the issue starts, when they get back in the car. Yeah.
Oh, fucking, I hate that person, bro.
Yeah. You see,
that's the same as when you go to the fucking supermarket. Same story.
Yeah. Oh, when you're waiting for a parking spot to free up. Yeah. Nothing's happening. They've gone in the car. Nothing's happening. Then you see the brake lights turn on. Then you see the car. They've turned the car. Then they fuck around with their seatbelt. Yeah. And then they're just there for a bit. And then they start moving, bro. Like,
then it goes into reverse.
Bob, then they're checking their fucking receipt, bro. They're checking their receipt to make sure everything's all cool. It's cash, yeah? That they've not been overcharged for their fabric softener, or they've not been charged twice for their bread. Why is that?
You know what I find? I find that one more annoying, because you don't know what the hold up is. At least my man was giving you a fucking performance, fucking opening the hood, pouring in the fucking windscreen wash. Man, when they go inside the car, you can barely see into their car, so you don't know what's happening. All you have with that, maybe the light's gonna flash.
Yeah.
Maybe there's gonna be some movement. Maybe you're gonna hear the engine running. That I find that infuriating, bro. When you're just, because it's the uncertainty of not knowing how long this is gonna last.
Yeah, it's I don't know, man. It was one of those things, man. I those two things I can never understand. Why someone needs to get in their car and then check their receipt. Either check it before you get in the car and you're wheeling your trolley out, or check it at home.
No, but how do you know that's what they're doing?
I've seen it, man. Or they're faffing around to find their pound to put back in the car in the trusted place, so it's there again.
Yeah, lucky though, but you next time why you won't find it name or money. Yeah, that is I mean, the petrol station is a place that no one really wants to be hanging about, man.
No.
Most times you want to be there and gone.
Yeah. Yeah. I've spent 8 hours at a petrol station before, bro.
Why?
That same petrol station. And it was my fault this time.
What happened? Wait, 8 hours. You were there for the full 8 hours.
Bro,
were you working there?
I should have got a job there for the day. I should have.
Placement, industrial placement.
I should have done. Should I tell you why?
Of course, now everyone wants to know.
I just dropped off the little one to school. Yeah. This is a while back. Doesn't matter when it was, but I'm still scarred by it. And then I must have had a lot on my mind. And so I thought, you know what? Let's be proactive today and let's just go get the petrol done now. So when I come back,
I know where this is going.
I put the wrong, I put the wrong fuel into my car, bro. Yeah. I put a whole full tank. Then I went to pay. And then I realized, fuck. No. Actually, I think I realized after I literally put the nozzle back. Yeah. Because I realized I put a green nozzle back rather than a black one. Yeah. I went inside. I paid for it because, well, I had to pay for it, obviously. And then that's when it started. I was like, yeah, I've put the wrong fuel in. You go, yeah, Rob, it's like they've been through that before. It happens all the time. There's an old lady there. She got me a stool and goes, here's a stool in case you don't want to wait in your car. But obviously, bro, they lost money on the whole, because for those 8 hours, or not, probably about 6 hours, let's say, yeah, they couldn't obviously no one could use that pump, right?
Because you can't move the car, right?
Luckily, the saving grace is that I noticed before I even got back in the car and turned it on, because the detrimental thing would have been if I turned the car on, because that's when the fuel starts to go into the injectors, yeah, and that's when it will really fuck up the engine. Whereas if you've just put the wrong fuel in, then you haven't turned the car on, then you're okay because you siphon that out. I then got green flag. They came out after about 6 hours, and I had to explain to my boss, I'm not going to be at my desk today. And I had to tell the missus, I'm not coming back home. Yeah, because where are you? You were meant to be home ages ago, bro. And I said, I've done something. She's like, okay. Long story short, by the time I got the car towed, they put it onto a bed, one of those flatbed trucks, right? They drove me to somewhere near a garage. They took me in. I waited there for about another hour while they siphoned everything out. And then they were like, yep, you're good to go. So basically, when I was good to go, you
went back to the petrol station.
I had to go back to the petrol station, and then I had to go straight to pick up my daughter, bro, from school. Yeah. And then I went home.
Wait.
So I was like, what a waste of a fucking day, bro. So ever since then, And do you know what? This is my fault, obviously. I'm not trying to blame anyone else, But if you try to put petrol in a diesel tank, the nozzle will fit. It will go in, Vice versa. So if I had a petrol car and I tried to put diesel in it, it won't fit. It won't go in. It just won't go in. I don't know why they haven't done the other way. Do you understand why it's not the other way around?
Weird.
As well, anyway, I hope that never happens to you, man. But if it does to happen to anyone, write the day off. Call your wife, call your kids, call the school, call your boss, saying you're MIA for the day, you're finished. But man, if anyone turns their car on, just pray.
Because that's it's a bigger expense, right?
Yeah, it's a bigger issue, man. That is the biggest issue you could potentially have. Warranties avoided. That engine might seize. You just don't know. But a lot can happen.
Are you sure when you were doing that and you were like essentially blocking that parking spot, there wasn't a dude in a Nissan behind you?
I have no idea, man. I have no idea. I was just distraught and devastated.
What if he was there, bro, and that day he had places to go and he remembered you?
And it's okay, like, man. Because back then there wasn't the policy of, you could choose to pay at pump or pay in kiosk, either one.
So he was cash then.
Yeah, it was cash, man. I was courteous. I did it on a day where it doesn't affect everyone like that. See? Yeah.
That's mental, man. I would be really annoyed, man.
I'm not a mercenary like that guy today, bro. Yeah.
No, that was an honest mistake.
Yeah. If anything, in that story, bruv, I'm not the villain, bro.
No, you're not the villain. You're the Garib.
Yeah, exactly.
Garib. I'm to Garib.
Yeah, but yeah, it worked out well in the end.
Are you like super paranoid when you fill up your car now? Do you like double check?
I do double check it.
Or do you? Okay.
I do double check it just to make sure. But you know what? It could easily happen again. Think about it though. It can. You know why it can? Because at that point I had stuff on my mind, but now you have more on your mind as you get older, isn't it? So you could be absent-minded. Anything can happen. You could be putting windscreen wiper into your bloody petrol tank, bro. Windscreen washer.
Oh man. Well, if you're out there and you have used multiple gloves to fill up your car, I just hope that you have the courtesy to acknowledge if there's someone behind you and speed that process up. Because if you're not doing that, then you're upsetting a lot of people, man.
You're upsetting Mick.
You're upsetting Mick. I'd be upset with that as well, man.
Yeah, it's true. It's not nice, is it?
No, it's not nice, bro. Okay, so I'm going to do my struggle.
Yeah, go for it.
So last week, I was in New York, right, for work. Mm-hmm. And it was just an intense, there was no break apart from the last night. And I just thought I was going to go and see stand-up with with two of my colleagues. So it would be more chilled out vibes. And one of my colleagues who has done stand-up before and knew the places that we were going to, and he kind of picked out a few of the spots. It might, but I don't know, you don't drink anymore, right? But when you used to drink, did you ever have this thing of, if you're doing work drinks, you want to set the pace when you're going to be I'm just going to have a couple of beers and then not going to have it's not going to be a wild one. Did you ever used to do be the one that would set the pace and then, have an intention in your mind that this is how I'm going to conduct business tonight?
But when you say set the pace, were you being vocal about it from the get-go before anyone said anything?
You don't really say it. No, no. But you go with the intention of I'm not going to start with spirits straight away, kind of.
Oh, I've always started with spirits, bro. Yeah, I've never been a beer drinker, innit?
Well, you fucking...
Bro, and the worst thing is, bro, yeah? No, hold on. Before I let you continue, I've never been that guy who says, oh, you know how normal people, when they go out fucking drink, then they go, I'll have a couple of beers and then I'll move on to spirits, yeah? They're vocal about it. I felt like I never needed to say that because it was only spirits or nothing. Bro, people used to look at me strange when you go daytime, at lunchtime for a few drinks sometimes.
Yeah.
And man's on everyone's asking for, I'll have a Peroni, I'll have a draft or whatever, I'll have this, I'll have a cider, whatever, and there's me, at 12 o'clock with my double vodka soda, and they're like, oh, you're going in, mate. I was like, bro, whatever you're drinking, I'm still drinking alcohol at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's the same goddamn thing, what is it?
I don't know, bro, but if you're drinking double vodka soda and they're having just a Peroni, bro, the only one that's going back wavy, bro, is you, man.
No, bro, you'd be surprised. They fucking went back wavy because they had all these carbs in them, and they had alcohol, and they've had some big, lunch from one of these food trucks, etc. And they're all like, oh, I'm all narcoleptic, and I've got a food coma. If anything, I'm just having a clear drink, because you're health conscious and you're like, you know what? Minimizing and is low calorie, etc. Right? Yeah, but anyway, I'll let you go back to it. I never used to set the pace, man. Never like that.
So my intention was I'm just gonna have a couple of beers and then because I had a flight the next day. My flight was my flight was at 10 a.m. So I was meant to leave the airport at leave for the airport at 6:30ish.
Yeah.
I think I was actually planning to leave at 6ish. So I wasn't trying to go on a mad one. My guy sits down and he's like, I'll have a martini, please.
Oh no.
And then in my mind, I'm like, yeah, to jara karu par se, bro. Because I don't know. I just felt like I wanted to. Maybe I was like on the edge, and I could have gone either way. And if he was like, "I'll have a beer," I'll have a beer. But because he was like, he was like, "No, this is the intention." I was like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna have an old fashioned then." And then we just would drink. Bro, I went from beer to old fashioned, bro.
Bro, talk about setting the pace. You obliterated it, man.
Bro, I did it. I fucking took the escalator, bro.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that influence? Do you feel like his decision just completely influenced you into
completely 100%? 100%. I was the peer pressure was real, man.
Yeah.
And my other colleague, she was like, "I'll have a beer." So like because I think she was just like, "We're gonna have a couple of beers and then that's it, right?" Because we're here to see stand up. We're not here for a rager.
No.
Anyway, saw stand up, and when we they went round at one point and they were like, "Okay, put your phones in these bags." So then they gave us these bags and we put all our phones in there. And I was like, "Do they usually do this?" It was like, "Oh no, there must be some kind of celebrity coming out."
Oh. Okay.
And then I didn't recognize all of them because a lot of them were like US comedians. But then at the very end, it was Ray Romano, the guy from Everyone Loves Raymond. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, man, he was like big. Literally right in front of us. Yeah, it was sick.
Yeah,
it was sick, man. I mean, I was pretty wasted by the time.
You're pretty hyped by then.
He came on I was like, oh my god! It was good, man. And then basically we carried on. We carried on drinking, and then my other colleague, she went home, and it was just me and this guy. And then it was because the set started at like 7:30 or something. By the time everything was done, it was 9:00, and 9:00 just feels too early to me for the end of a night, right? Even though you should be thinking you've got a flight, in the morning, so it probably is time to call it. But when the when the daru is dictating the
pace of the night, where the night's going to go, the decision making
the decision making is skewed. The daru is in the driving seat. You're riding in the passenger side. You're in the boot, bruv.
You're just along for the ride. You've strapped in, basically. You've committed.
Yeah, that's it. I was just strapped in, and then I was like, "Let's go, bruv." I was so hyped. I was like, "Let's do open mic night," because he does stand up, and I was like, "I don't care. I'll just try some. I'll just try some random material just to see what happens." And then we couldn't find anything, but then it was like, okay, there's this other comedy club called The Cellar, which is like, top secret comedy club that we go to. It's kind of like that vibe where, sometimes you'll get like a big name comedian. Anyway, so we went to that place, continued with the drinks. They did the same thing, right? Where they were, they asked for our phones. They put them in these bags and made us sit down. And then they had like some comedian from SNL. I can't remember his name. Like he's one of the newer guys.
Yeah.
Saturday Night Live. He's one of the newer guys. And then I think we're like towards the end, he was like, "Okay, and now a very special comedian friend of mine for a long time." And he was like, "Aziz," and I was like, "There's no way. I'm sorry, bro. Aziz, I'm sorry." Yeah, bro.
Ray Romano, like, Aziz Ansari, one night, yeah?
Yeah. One night, bro. Different places, but one night.
Yeah.
And then he came on the stage, bro, and he did a set. He did like a 20-minute set. He's moved to London now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He was talking about that. It was like, "I live in London now," and then he's just talking about.
This is the actor, isn't it? Yeah.
Huh?
The actor. He comes in he's in a lot of movies as well these days. Oh, what was that thing we used to watch? Master of None,
and then he was in what was it called?
30 Minutes or Less.
The other one, Parks and Rec. I think that's where he started.
Funny.
But obviously he's done his like Netflix specials and he's done his own stand-up shows and all of that. Yeah, it was really good. It was funny, man. He was good. It was good. But the struggle. Okay, so he does his set and it's all a good night and everything's awesome. It was nice. obviously the drinks have been flowing right now.
Yeah. Yep.
So there was double struggle. So the first struggle was, bruv, I've brought this topic up before, but not this part of this topic that is frustrating. And I don't know if you can relate to it, but maybe you can. Bruv, you know in the US, yeah, the fucking toilets, the sundasses, bruv, yeah, they're too smart for their own good. You know, they have these ones that have a sensor.
Yeah.
And you have to, when it works, you do your business, right? You take a piss and you walk away and it flushes.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're trying to activate the sensor, by doing that, nothing happens, right? So I'm already inebriated, right? And I'm just like, why is this not flushing? And I couldn't figure it out. And I was like, I don't want to be that guy that's leaving it for the next man, yeah? Bruv, so I'm starting to do like all this katak around the fucking toilet, shaking my hands, waving around, waving. There's no sensors, ain't nothing happening, bruv, yeah? Nothing, bruv. Yeah, I was waving, shaking my hands everywhere, bruv. I thought there was a sensor there. And then, bruv, I just gave up, opened the door, I go, what the fuck is up with your toilets?
Was a toilet attendant there?
No, it was just a customer. It was just another person. Right. It was the man behind me that wanted to go. I was like, what the fuck's wrong with your toilets, man? He goes, what, is it not flushing? He goes, no, it's not flushing, man. It's not flushing. I've tried everything. You can now enjoy my piss that I've just taken. And then I walked out, yeah? And then I was catching up with my mate. And then we were just chatting. And then as I'm leaving, some guy comes and grabs me, like on my shoulders. And he's like, oh, you British man. There was a flush. There was a little button on the left-hand side. You missed it. I was like, yeah, whatever, man.
Oh, my God.
So on these toilets, there's infrared, and then there's an override, but it's this tiny, tiny button that's just above the seat.
Camouflage.
Who's going to go down and touch that, man?
No, man. Nah, man. Above the seat or below the seat? Because sometimes...
No. It's above the seat. Okay. It's a fair distance away. You're not going to get splashback. But it's awkward. It's not like... You know how in school we used to have those chains? Do you remember those chains that you have on the toilet?
The chains? Yeah, because the actual tank used to be in the air, didn't it? Do you remember? Yeah. Above your head.
Above your head. No, not above your head, bro. Above the fucking toilet, bro.
Above the toilet.
God. That's what you want, though, innit? Something that is obvious. You want something, bro. If you're flushing the toilet, you want something that's an obvious sign of how you're meant to flush it. Unless the intention is we don't want people to be flushing this too much because we think our infrared sensor is so good that you should only have to flush it on a rare occasion. So to prevent people from flushing it every single time, we're going to put it in an obscure place. And that's why no one's going to find out. Maybe that was the rationale that they took, but it did not make sense to me in the moment after I've had like 4 old fashions.
Did you get the brand of the toilet?
Toto.
Yeah. What? I'm disappointed.
Yeah, it's surprising. It's surprising because they make very good. When you sit on one of the legit ones, it's like the seat is heated. There's like fuaras coming underneath.
There's talcum powder.
I don't know about that one. Not yet, but that will come, bro. That will come. It'll powder your bum up. So yeah, that was the first struggle. I didn't want to communicate this to my colleague because I didn't think it would be work appropriate conversation. Yeah. So I didn't say anything. I was just like, obviously he must have heard what this guy was saying because this guy literally tried to jump on my shoulders. Was like, oh, you're British, man.
I think. Do you know what? When you've experienced toilets like that and you've held a certain brand in high esteem, like Toto. Yeah. I think that's what probably annoyed you more about it.
Yeah, I felt like I was cheated by an old friend. Felt let down, man. Felt let down.
I know, man. It's okay, man. They'll redeem themselves. Don't worry. Yeah,
they better bloody redeem themselves, man. They better redeem themselves. So then we basically, I was like, okay, it's time to go home now, man. If I can't function a toilet, I need to go home. I've got a flight.
It ruined the night. So basically, what you're saying is Toto, put a downer on the night, and it just took away all the energy.
No. Oh, no. It was done. At that point, man, it was like it's checkout time, man. We got to go home.
It sobered you up, innit? That toilet experience sobered you up a bit. Put everything into perspective. It's like a signal.
It was a signal to get my ass home, man. Otherwise, I'm going to miss the flight.
If you had flushed the toilet successfully, yeah, you probably would have gone all the way, yeah?
What, and stayed out longer?
Yeah, stay out longer.
It could have happened, man. Could have happened. No, so then I was like, let's call it. And then I went to sleep and I set 2 alarms. I set an alarm for 5:30 and then I set an alarm for 5:45 and it goes off on my watch, right? Missed both of those, bro. Yeah? Oh, no. Missed it. The next thing I know, my phone's vibrating and I'm like, oh God, I swear I just cancelled this alarm or something.
Yeah.
Check my phone and his Guggen's calling me. Video call, bro. She's like, what are you doing? Yeah. And I was like, huh? Bro, when I was in a daze, I didn't know where I was.
Oh no. She thought you were on your way to the airport, right? Or you were
she was like, shouldn't you be on your way? Yeah. And I was like, huh? What? Oh yeah, shit. Bro.
Those old fashions, bro.
I've never jumped out of bed while being on the FaceTime, bro, that quickly.
That's unlike you, man. You're normally up before the alarm's up, bro. Alarm goes off. You're that guy, bro. Yeah.
Even when I know. Normally, I am.
I've seen you in worse conditions than you were probably from that perspective. From on that night, right? From previous nights, but then also tiredness, isn't it? It catches up with you, doesn't it?
It was an intense week. It was a long night. It was a fun night, and it was good sleep. So, yeah, I thought when I saw the call, and then I was trying to do the maths with the numbers. I mean, I woke up at, I think it was 6:30. I woke up. She called me at 6:30, so I had a decent amount of time, but it was still a rush, man. Still a mad rush. And then got my bisra potlas. Obviously, I'd have everything packed, ready to go, man.
Yeah,
packing is done because I know myself. So like everything but the toothbrush is ready. And I made the flight.
Amazing. Do you know what though? I don't. How was the flight? Considering you were drinking the night before, were you fine?
Flight was alright, man. Flight was alright because by the time we took off, it was 10. So I was able to. Like I had some electrolytes, I had some breakfast, so I was okay. And then I just I think I watched a couple of movies.
I can't do it anymore. If I know there's a flight next day, I don't know what it is. I think it's because I've stopped it completely, right? And then when you go back to it, then your body's not conditioned to handle it anymore the next day as well. Like you just feel like. I feel rough, man, on a flight. I don't know. There's been times where I've been on work trips and then drunk the night before, got on the flight, and it's like the worst flight ever because you just feel agitated.
Yeah, no, I was lucky. I wasn't because I drank loads of water before I went to bed, so I wasn't at that level.
Yeah,
but I've definitely been there. I've definitely been on a flight where I've been like how you're describing. Yeah. But the thing is, that's never planned. Rarely is that planned.
Yeah, exactly. It never is, right? It never is. And that's the thing. It's the spontaneous nights which work out the best.
Yeah. I once went on a stag do.
Yeah.
And I left the stag do. This was Asher's stag. Shout out Asher if you're listening. He listens to every episode, you know. He told me he listens to every episode. But he doesn't speak Gujarati. And I was like, fair play, man. You smashed it, bro. Thank you for supporting. He goes, yeah, man, I've got to support you.
Speaking it by the end of, you know.
Yeah. By the time you like, get all right.
Yeah, go on, we can say.
I mean, he knows all the swear words.
He does.
I went to his he does. I went to his stag do, and then I had to go to India. So I literally went to his stag. I packed enough for the stag do and then a work trip. And I literally left the club, bruv. Went to the airport. Went to Heathrow. Showered up at the hotel. and came back like to the same terminal and then flew to India. It was madness, bruv. It was madness. I would never do that again, man.
Oh, you can do that, man. That is madness.
Yeah.
Rough. Do that. Do you know what? A flight can make you feel hungover. The multiple flights in one day can make you feel hungover.
Yeah, it dehydrates you, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was my struggle, bruv. Double struggle.
So, moral of the story is, when you're in New York, make sure you go to the comedy shows. Put your phones away.
Definitely go to the comedy shows. Put your phones away, and
go through with your setting the pace of what you're gonna drink and what you're gonna consume, how much you're gonna consume, or just let the night take you away.
Just let the night take you, man. I survived. I had a good night. I don't know if it would have been the same if I had just had 2 beers. Maybe I wouldn't have ended up going to another comedy night. Maybe I would have stopped at Ray Romano, and that would have been the end of it. So,
do you know what though? Think about it, right? You can tell it worked out well because you got to see 2, celebrity comedians, man, which you probably won't get to see. Not everyone gets to see if that same night happened again, you just see up and coming acts, right? You just
I mean, normally it is just a mix, isn't it? You just have no idea who it's going to be. Luck of the draw.
So it's all worth it.
Yeah. So that's the moral of the story, man. Just go with the flow. Also, someone, I can't remember who it was, but someone once said to me, never chase the night. Yeah, they said never chase the night.
Wise words,
if the night is done, and there's signs are telling you the night is done, like the vibe isn't there or something is just not flowing, or the places are shut and you're just trying to find the next place and you're not, just reva there. At that point, reva there. Do not chase the night.
Call it.
I try to follow that. I try and follow it, but sometimes I get hyped.
Bro, how many nights have we spent walking around? That's when you know you're actually chasing the night, because you're like, no. You know when you know you're chasing the night? When there's one person who says, "All right, brother, let's allow it," and there's one person who says, "Nah, bro, no, we'll try this one place," and then we'll. It's like a drug addict. They say, "One more hit, man, one more." But it's true, isn't it?
You know what? That's not even chasing them. It is the hope that kills you. That's not even chasing the night. At that point, you're the night is a dead horse that you're trying to sell, bro. You're not even chasing it, bro.
Buyers. There's no
buyers. There's barely a seller.
I know, man. 100%. You know that's happened. That's happened. Those nights will happen more than the other ones, because otherwise there wouldn't be any hope for you. That is, out of those 10 nights that you go out, there'll be one, that is a banger, because it's just so spontaneous, and you can't. Whoever's with you is with you, and you can't explain it, right? And it won't happen. And then what happens? Because you had that one night, you're like, oh, let's go out this time next month as well. Yeah, it'll be that, and it's dead. It's dead. There's nothing, bro.
It's happened so many times.
And that's
happened with us. That's happened with us, bro.
Yeah, you've got 15 mans together to go out, and then you have this.
You end up in a shisha bar.
Yeah, that's it. And then you're like, oh no, man, love this. And then it happens again, and you can't explain it again. How it is what it is.
Yeah, it's true though, man.
I think that's us.
I think we do want to do an episode. We do want to do an episode on Nights Out. I think we've been waiting for our super sub to grace. It's been a while, man. Sittle needs to come on. I don't think he can do our new slot now when we're recording. But let's try and get him on. We'll do that. We'll do that episode, because that's also been a publicly requested episode.
Oh, has it?
Yeah, someone asked us to talk about
that. You've been called out, man. Let's do it.
Still, you've been called out, yeah. You've been called out like Marino has been called out, bro. From a midfielder to a striker. Come and bang in 2 goals, bro.
My heart sank when he came on, bro, and scored. I was like, what the fuck, man? I'm not gonna lie, bro.
You thought you had it.
Nah.
You and most Liverpool fans, man.
No, too long. It was too long to go, man. But yeah, that's it. It's like calling Sittles. It's like calling Marino out, man. Marino.
I think that's us, man.
That's us.
Thank you for listening. Please, please, please give us your stories. Share your feedback. Tell us if you hated anything that we spoke about or you loved it or anything. Just, we're here.
Just communicate.
Just communicate. We're your friends. We're not going to put you on blast. Well, actually, we do, but we keep it anonymous, innit?
And hit that subscribe button, please, 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 please.
Yeah, please, man. We're hustling out here. No, it really means a lot. It really means a lot. It helps us grow. This podcast has been going for a while now, over a year and a half now. We're almost at 100 episodes, bro. Yeah, it is 89 now. Yeah, almost at 100 episodes. And
wow,
the only reason that we keep turning up every week is because you keep telling us that you want us to keep going, firing on. So thank you so much for those of you who are also reaching out to us on a regular basis. We appreciate every single one of you. And we'll see you next week. Share the struggle, find the funny, and see you later, people. Bye.
Bye.